Guys, I want to do something a little different today. I just recently upgraded my computer. I got an AMD 3950X, and I ran into a little bit of a problem. The case I wanted to use didn't really support liquid cooling in the way I wanted to use it, so I ended up going with air cooling for the first time in probably 15 years. So I just want to kind of do a review of, it was a CoolerMaster cooler. Let me look here. It is a Master Air MA620M. So let me go ahead and flip over to my computer and I'll let you guys take a look at it. I think it's a really good looking tower here for an air cooler. I mean, I would have preferred water, but hey, it works pretty well. And I'll go through and show you guys some benchmarks, see how it runs. And even throw a little bit of Elder Scrolls Online in there just to see, how it performs when I'm gaming. So this is the cooler. Like I said, it is an air cooler. It's a tower. It's got a nice black finish to it. It's completely sealed off, so you don't really see anything besides the black and the RGB. It does a pretty good job of not intruding too much on your case. If you take a look here, you can still see like your RGB RAM. If I point up top, you can still see all your fans and everything. So it's a good compromise. If you can't fit a water cooler in there and you don't want something too big, this works pretty well. The only thing is, it is a pretty deep cooler. Like you can see, this is a 1080 Ti for the Win 3. These are big cards and it goes out past it. So it's a pretty tall cooler. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and run some benchmarks, run some tests and some games like Elder Scrolls, let you guys see the temperatures and see how it performs. So I figured I'd test the CPU out, the temperatures by running Battlegrounds. Now I am in no way any good at this, but I just wanted to show you guys what it's like. Right now it's, not too bad, 54 degrees. And I'm probably going to die just sitting here talking. But yeah, wow, yeah, I'm dead. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and mute myself, let you guys see everything. It should be showing up in the upper left-hand corner. Well, as you guys can see, that hung out in the mostly in the mid 50s the whole time. So I'm going to go ahead and run some Blender real quick, and I'll show you guys what it does on screen. But for the most part, I think you've kind of seen this thing does a pretty decent job at cooling even a 3950X. All right, so I meant to say Handbrake in the last video. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run that video through Handbrake real quick using H.265. So yeah, I got all my temperatures and core speeds up going right here. You'll see how much it takes out of it and the temperature it goes to. I'm going to reset the max temp real quick, just so we can kind of get a baseline here. So we're at 53, and I'm going to go ahead and start encode. There we go. I will go ahead and mute myself. This shouldn't take more than a few minutes, I'm hoping. But we'll go ahead and see. And you can see right now, it's hammering all them cores pretty good, like 100% almost. Yeah, it amazes me how hard it hits this thing. So anyway, yeah, you can see temperatures up in low mid 70s. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and mute myself and let this go for a couple minutes just to let you guys get an idea of what's going to happen. So this is going to take a lot longer than I expected it to. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, and then I will come back when it's near the end. So we are back. We are just about done here. So in total time here, you can see this took about 46 minutes. The max temperature we got to was 79 degrees Celsius. Honestly, though, it usually sat there in the low 70s most of the time. So yeah, there we go. It's all finished up. Low 70s was the average. So yeah, it did a pretty good job. Most of the time, all the cores were all maxed out. And I forgot, I actually had a virtual machine running in the background too on top of that. So it was hammering the CPU pretty good, and we still maintained reasonable temperatures for an air cooler. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up now. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions about this, go ahead and feel free to leave a comment. Until then, see you guys next time. So I kind of forgot to do a, let's say a wrap up or a review of this thing. This was a $95 cooler. For air cooling, it was a little expensive. You can get similar, 240 millimeter radiators, 280 millimeter radiators, like the EVGA CLC 240 or 280 for similarly priced to do a better job. The thing about this, though, is like I said, if you're in a situation where you cannot, get a radiator in your case, this does a good job. I would say it is well capable enough of, running a 3950X, which is, pretty much the highest end, AMD CPU you're going to get on the standard platform without going high end, like Threadripper. So, I mean, for the price, I wish it was a little bit cheaper. The Noctua, I believe it's the NHD15 or something like that. It obviously is a better cooler, and I believe it might be cheaper or similarly priced. But once again, if you want a cooler that doesn't take up your whole case, and you want to be able to show off stuff like the RAM and all that stuff, this is a good cooler. It doesn't take up too much space. It does a decent job. And like you guys saw, the max, I think it was like 81 degrees Celsius, which is, I believe, still pretty much well within the limits of the 3950X's temperature. So, yeah, I would say I would definitely recommend this cooler. It's a decent cooler. Wish it was a little bit cheaper, but it works well. So, once again, thanks, guys, for watching. Let me know if there's any questions. And until next time, see you guys later.